Hello guys, good evening and welcome back once again to another SJ Traders Academy crypto market live trading session. Today is the 6th of September, okay, third day of the trading week, and for side there's a short disclaimer, past performance does not guarantee future result, but the buying selling recommendation for tonight is your due diligence from investing into any kind of asset. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, you can see my screen, kindly type one in the chat box. Right, so what to expect for this week crypto market outlook, and of course September is also the worst performing month for crypto. As you know, this is considered a rectangle for the whole market for crypto. Okay, so how is Bitcoin going to survive? And of course, there are a lot of expectation. And how are you going to plan ahead and to strategize your buying accumulation? Okay, because some of the coins are actually down about 90 to 95%, and how you can able to take advantage from this situation. Okay, so today we will discuss further, and then here you can see in this article here, my Bitcoin's current struggles will be forgotten. So this is by crypto expert Jameson Luke. Okay, so there will come a day, it's just a matter of time. So this probably there could be one more last drop for the crypto market. Okay, I believe this will be the last one to accumulate, and then most likely you will see end of this month and moving to October onwards, you will see the crypto market continue to rally again or to pick up its momentum where it left off. Okay, so here, right? So this is by Jameson Book, right? There will come a day in the distant future where most folks will assume that Bitcoin benefits were obvious from the outset. Okay, much of the adversity we face today will be forgotten. Okay, so even the last bear market, the last accumulation also similar. Okay, the last COVID dump, 2020, all the way down to the 3,000. So where are we right now, right? We're already at 26K, right? And then the 2019, the 2016, right? Accumulation zone, also the same, right? So these are the prediction, okay? And the expectation. How is the crypto market will bounce back? So here, the crypto boom for next year, right? So this is by industry expert, okay, Bezinger, okay? And then, of course, you can see this also by Art Invest. So another area to take note also for the expectation for the crypto market to continue to rally is the Bitcoin spot ETF. So many times I already mentioned why we need to accumulate now is because of the approval of the spot ETF can happen anytime. It could also happen by this year as well. It could also create a surprise. And many people are quite unsurprised. Okay, because many expect most likely will be next year. But for the BlackRock ETF, so BlackRock ETF also there will be another one coming in from November onwards. Okay, so for this month, it have already rejected or delayed, carry forward. So the next approval date most likely will be on the 11th of November. So 11th November again will be another round for the SEC to go review. Okay, and most likely to approve. Then of course you can see another situation is the massive adoption. So massive adoption, you can see not only coming in from the financial institution that are buying in heavily, and especially coming in from BlackRock, Fidelity, all those hedge funds actually positioning themselves already for this year to accumulate so that they can able to stand by for the spot ETF approval. So of course, you're going to see a lot of retails, the public are also beginning to realize that the awareness is there. Okay, and then of course their currency itself is losing out on inflation. So that also could cause another turning point for people to move into crypto. Okay, and then here you can see Robert Kiyosaki, also the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, I predictions of Bitcoin will be about 1 million in the value, right? If a global economic crash occurs. So yeah, so that could happen. Okay, but I don't think it will be happening now. Okay, and then here Pantera Capital also predicts substantial growth for Bitcoin. Okay, suggesting its value could increase up to 148,000 by 2025, which is the year of the bull run. Okay, 2025, the whole year most likely expect a bull run. Okay, all right, and of course, if the spot ETF were to approve, okay, the expectation is quite high here. You'll see a range of about 150,000 to 180,000 for one Bitcoin. So that could happen most likely for next year. So next year, around the period will be around January to March. So January to March period is where the spot ETF approval listing date is happening. Okay, so that's where a lot of hedge funds, okay, or those people who are like Katie Wood, right, Art Invest, okay, that they are actually filing up for their spot ETF, most likely to get approved. So that's the reason why I mentioned to you guys to actually accumulate this year, because this year is a year of accumulation. So you don't want to waste your time going in next year. So if you go in next year, when the price of crypto is already pumped, then you're buying at the top, you're buying at a premium. So that is my situation here in the last two cycles. So last two cycles also playing out the same way as well. This year is a year to accumulate. Next year, if you go next year, okay, right, somewhere around January onwards, you'll see the market starts to rally. Okay, that's where you're going in at a premium. So if you're lucky, if you are buying altcoins where the price is still inside their accumulation zone, but majority of the altcoins are already break past the accumulation zone. So that's where I'll move into the next article here, right, which is altcoins. So more towards altcoins, how are you going to play this game? How are you going to strategize yourself for this month? Okay, so I expect this month will be another pullback for BTC and of course the altcoin market as well. Okay, because I believe September is the worst performing month for crypto, and this is why we want to take advantage to buy the dip, to buy those undervalued altcoins that have a lot of utility and usage. Okay, and so you can see here in this article, altcoins on verge of witnessing breakouts across the board. So this is by Michael Vendipo. Okay, so it is already expected. Some coins, especially like Torchain, Rune, Injective Protocol, have already broken out of their accumulation zone. So that's why you can see some of the coins are rallying, going up already. Okay, so that's the coin that you have totally missed out. Okay, so no worries, there are other coins as well that you can be able to choose and to buy and hold yourself for this year. Right, so a widely followed cryptocurrency analysts believe that altcoins could defy expectations and rally ahead of the Bitcoin halving. So before Bitcoin halving, you're going to see all these coins will have its momentum. It will take turns. Okay, but currently right now, all eyes on BTC. So here, right, he is looking at the Bitcoin dominance, the BTC dominance chart. Very, very important is to know the strength and the weakness of Bitcoin, whether Bitcoin is going strengthening or weakening, right? Which tracks how much the crypto total market cap belongs to BTC. Okay, and then the Bitcoin dominance chart will repeat its late 2019 to mid 2020 market structure, right? Which means it could be a altcoin season, right? Where traders see a bearish BTC dominance chart as a positive sign for altcoins, as it suggests that alts may rise faster in value than BTC. That's the whole reason why you should be accumulating altcoins so that you can gain more Bitcoin in the long run. The whole idea is to accumulate Bitcoin. But right now, if you were to buy Bitcoin, and I believe you won't make a huge or any life-changing gains, but as a store of value. But if you are coming into this cryptocurrency market or industry, the whole reason is to make life-changing gains and to accumulate more BTC in the long run. Okay, so yeah, overall you can see, all right, the trader itself also know that the opportunity is here. Okay, and then what happened you are seeing here is that, right, overall sentiment is still that the markets are continuing to fall. The keyword here is the market is still bearish. Probably you might expect another pullback again, which might be possible. On the other hand, Bitcoin dominance is down since the test of 200 big exponential moving average. Okay, so here we are again at 8 to 10 months before the halving of Bitcoin. Right, we can expect to see a surge in altcoins rather than the downwards moving market. Okay, because you can see here the whole crypto market, especially for the altcoins, is already down about 90 to 95%. I think most of the coins are already down 90 to 95%. So I don't believe that they can already go that much lower, right? Even probably another 5-10% lower for this month, right? If you see Bitcoin falls again. So here, yeah. So the expectation is that if Bitcoin falls another 10% for this month, okay, the dollar value, right, of altcoins will start to fall as well. Okay, all right. So yeah, this is the expectation, right, for the whole crypto market. But later on, we will dive in deep more into the altcoins. So if you have any altcoin that you want me to look at, feel free to put in the chat box, and after that, I will look into it as well. Okay, so there are a lot of good altcoins. Later, we can accumulate and can be able to look into it as well. Okay, so yeah, this is the article for today. Now, moving on next, very important for the cryptocurrency event. The big event is happening, which is next week, happening in Singapore, token 2049. So I will be there, right? And I hope to see you guys there as well, because this event is happening every once a year. So most of those big players, well-known crypto YouTubers will be there as well. Okay, token holders, okay, founders of the token will be there. All right, we have Tyler Winklevoss, okay, CEO of Gemini. Right, Arthur Hayes, founder of BigMax. Okay, we have the Balaji guy who predicted Bitcoin will go to 1 million in 90 days, but eventually not. So yeah, overall, you can see this is a huge event for the cryptocurrency market, and I believe you guys should also attend. This is for education purpose. Okay, so you can see the agenda as well. It's a 2 days event. Okay, 2 days event. So basically, they're going to talk about the whole crypto market outlook, probably about AI as well, right? Blockchain regulation, right? All in one actually. Okay, and of course, this is a paid event. It's not a free event. Okay, so the minimum price here is 500 USD. Okay, so most of the tickets are already sold out. Okay, most of the tickets are already sold out. So if you are still keen to join, you can still join, right? So yeah, this is the regular bird now. You're coming in at 1000 USD now at the moment. Okay, so we got it cheap about 499. Okay, so early bird price. Okay, so hope to see you guys there for this event, token 2049, a very important event, right, for the whole crypto market. Okay, moving on next. Okay, we can see the Bitcoin monthly returns chart. Okay, so this is by Benjamin Cowen. Okay, so I have already given you the analysis and the whole summary, right? The historical data based on the monthly returns for Bitcoin alone. So if you look on September itself, you can see majority of it is down, and it's a bad month. Okay, compared to other months, September is the worst performing month. Okay, for Bitcoin alone. The return for BTC in August ended about negative 11.31%. It's down about 11.31%, close to the average of the last two pre-halving, which is about 11.71%. Then here, the average return for BTC in all prior September in pre-halving years is about negative 17.29%, right? Which will give you a value of 21.4K. Okay, so if you take the last two, right, that is about 5%, 5.66%, which will be around 24.4. So you expected Bitcoin to at least retest back at 24.4K, okay, for this month alone. So currently we are hovering around 25 to 25.7. So probably another one more thousand dollars to hit lower. All right, so my expectation here, most likely the worst case scenario, maybe 20K to 22K, okay, for this drop. All right, so this is the worst performing month. But again, I have to say is that what are you going to do? What is your game plan here for this month? Okay, because if you look at the historical data for the last cycle was when you can see here, this was the COVID cycle. If you take 2019 alone, 2019, you can see what happened in October, starting to bounce back. Then November itself starting to have its another correction again, another breather again. So like I said, right, if you don't want to come in on September, you have another balance of October, November, and December. But how are you going to play out? Correct. So my game plan here for this month, I'll be loading my last 15% of my allocation, okay, for accumulating altcoins. And by end of this September, I have to allocate full 100%. That is my game plan here. So coming October, November, December, I don't have to stress to time the bottom or to DCA anymore, because I have already have skin in the game about 85% of my allocation. So the balance 15% now I'm still waiting for this month alone. So this month itself, I will start deploying my last 15%. Okay, so very, very important. Okay, how are you going to plan out here? Okay, because I've been through 2 cycles already. So it's happening the same thing again, right? The cycle is repeating again. Okay, so you guys are having a tight budget, or maybe you cannot come in on September, then no worries, you can still come in October, November, and December. You have 3 more months to play. Because if you're going to come in on next year is already approval of the spot Bitcoin ETF. So you don't want to take the risk and go in next year. So by hook or crook, you still need to get in by this year itself. Of course, it's not financial advice. Okay, so you have to do your own due diligence. Okay, but of course, this is based on past experience, past performance, and some guaranteed future result. Okay, so this is the experience I'm going to share with you. Now, next one here, you can see. So next one is focusing more on the stages of Bitcoin. Okay, how this stage is happening. Okay, so we have three stages here. The first one is bottom, how the market is bottoming out. So last year, around November and December, BTC market have already bottomed out. Okay, this is the first stage, and then we are currently in a reaccumulation period. So like I mentioned, for this year is a year of accumulation. Okay, are you really accumulating, or are you just sitting on the sidelines and waiting for something to happen, or waiting for a hype, a bullish hype, then only you enter? Because majority of those crypto players, or probably those newbies, okay, or people who recently just joined crypto, okay, probably they hear from their friends or from the media, they will usually enter around this level here, the third stage, which is already too late. Okay, so the bull market starts to rally, that's where people start to come in. That's where the dumb money starts to come in and to push the price even more. So you don't want to come in during this third stage. You want to come in right now, especially the reaccumulation stage. This is very, very important. Okay, because what I'm telling you is that the last two cycles also similar. Okay, the same dumb money is coming in to pump the market. That's where the bull market will start to come in. We need the retail to come in to push. Okay, so once what happened if the spot ETF were to approve, okay, you're going to see a huge spike towards the upside. Okay, and then we have the BlackRock, Fidelity, backs are getting pumped, and then they are going to encourage more retails to come in. Right, so these people are actually coming in at the top. Right, they want the retail to buy their bags at the top. So that's where they're going to sell. Okay, so this has been happening for many, many cycles already. Okay, so based on past cycles, it seems like BTC is currently in the reaccumulation stage. Okay, so this phase is the best and the last chance to buy cheap before the bull market begins. So I've already mentioned, even last year as well, the moment when we are already in 2023, that's where you want to start looking into altcoin buying opportunity. So dollar cost average, every single month, maybe you have a strategy to dollar cost average. So this is what we've been doing. Okay, and by September itself, I'll be loading my last 15%. Okay, so that is my strategy. Okay, so this is the first one. Then moving on next, okay, you can see here. So this is the holders cheat sheet. So we have the Wall Street cheat sheet as well, but this is more focusing on crypto. So if you are a holder, if you are buying and holding as an investor. So this is a psychology of a market cycle. So what happened right now is that we are in this stage called stagnation. Okay, market is actually sideways, bearish, and currently in a depressed situation. Okay, so you can see here, Bitcoin 4-year cycle. Each rotation is a full market cycle of 4 years. Okay, starting at the top of the graph in 2009. Okay, somewhere here, optimism at this top is a very peak. To differentiate between bull and bear market, we use the short-term holder cost basis as an indicator. Okay, so what you can see right now, usually when the peak happens or when the bull run is at the highest among all or at the peak, that's where you're going to see optimism or belief situation where people start to come in, where people start to load everything or sell their house to go in. That's where they get killed here at this top. They're coming in at the top. Okay, and then here you can see their intermission, their thrill as well. Want to tell everyone to buy. You feel well. This is a part of the peak. This is the range here. Okay, and then what happened is that the market retraced back, complacency, denial situation. Market retrace, thinking that the market can go back up again. That's where you're in denial. That's where your mind starts to play games with you. And then what happened? The market structure of the uptrend breaks towards the downside. Okay, everyone gets panic. Okay, and then they start selling. And the last one will be the capitulation zone. Everyone get killed, even the bulls and bear get killed. Okay, so right now it's going through this cycle now, and we are in this stagnation. So we want to look for opportunities right now. The market is definitely boring. Okay, so let me tell you this in the past experience here. Mostly people will go in based on hype, okay, based on friend recommendation, and then based on when there's something that gives them the interest. Okay, not when it's now. Right now, when it's boring, when people don't feel like getting in, that's where you want to go in. That's where you want to buy in the fear. That's where you want to accumulate. Okay, although it is boring, no doubt, but when you buy and hold and you keep it for and you hold it for at least a minimum of 1 year, that's where you're going to reap the rewards from that. Okay, that's where millions are being made by buying during the boring season and then you sell during the euphoria. during this level here. So that's why I've been teaching you guys, okay, to go through this. Now you're already in this stage where you're supposed to accumulate, right? Is to find all these opportunities right now for altcoins, okay? Now, next one, a very important news for the crypto market as well. If you know play-to-earn gaming, so play-to-earn gaming is very popular during the last bull run. And of course, if you guys who bought Gala recently, or bought Gala during the bull run, or even last year, the bear market, so Gala is actually one of the best or the biggest play-to-earn gaming in the crypto industry. And of course, they are one of the largest ecosystem in the Web 3.0 as well. So what happened is that recently, these two co-founders are actually suing each other now. Okay, there are a lot of red flags happening in this industry, especially for Gala Games. Okay, suing each other for about 130 million. So what is happening right now, this token is actually going downhill and people have totally lost confidence. So Gala Games, okay, it's going to have a huge problem right now in terms of their community, their development. Okay, I think most of them are actually dumping the tokens as well. So what is the situation here? Asset misallocation. Okay, Share Mayer reportedly siphoned about 600 million from Gala Games for personal use. Okay, and then unethical loans, accused of borrowing heavily from Gala Games for personal gain, competitive conflicts, power manipulation, fiscal irresponsibility, and then overkill practices. See so many red flags here. Actually, Gala Games I wanted to put into my altcoin accumulation list, but thankfully I did not include. Right, something is been telling me not to include. So thankfully that I did not include, and of course there are other tokens as well who are much better than Gala Games in my accumulation list. So right now, what is happening? You can see most of the Gala Games token holder are actually jumping ship or they're moving out. Okay, and they are converting their Gala Games token to another play-to-earn gaming. So you can see most of the token play-to-earn game. Okay, as you can see, like Engine has been pumped about 20%, right, in the last 24 hours. And then we have Nakamoto Games as well. Okay, has been pumping as well. Most of the play-to-earn games are pumping because of Gala situation, right? They are shifting, they are moving away. So this is very, very important to know the narratives. Okay, so Gala Games is not in my accumulation list. I wanted to accumulate, I wanted to put in the accumulation list even for early this year, but I did not put in. Okay, so yeah, so this is the whole scenario, whole fiasco that's happening. So you have to be very, very careful on what's happening. Okay, now here a lot of people have been mentioning how many times the Bitcoin died. Every time when the media tell about Bitcoin is a scam, okay, the hedge funds say that, especially Warren Buffett saying that Bitcoin is a rat poison. So Bitcoin has died about 474 times. So the last one was when? April 22nd, this year. Crypto is dead in America. So you can see how many articles are being posted about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is doomed. Okay. But yet you can see Bitcoin continues to rally, continues to do what it do during this time. So you could expect one more last drop for this month. Okay. You could then another media again will say Bitcoin is history from that. So the thing will keep on repeating. Okay, so this I have to let you know that this is what's happening in the crypto market. So crypto market is mostly driven by FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and of course driven by FOMO as well. Okay, so if you are new into crypto, then that's where you want to take note of all this. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so this is the situation. Now moving on next, the whole crypto market, current market outlook currently are hovering around 1.04 trillion. Seeing BTC is at 25.6. So it's down about 6.38% in the last 7 days. Ethereum is about 1.6. Okay, 5.4% in the last 7 days. Any gainers for today? Right, we have synthetics up about 10% in the last 24 hours. Core chain run also in our accumulation is about 4.33%. Okay, so this one, I'm waiting to accumulate my last 15% here. At least below $1, but it's already rallied all the way. Okay, so my best accumulation was below $1. It was about, I think, 70 cents, not mistaken. So it finally paid off here. And then GMX as well. You can see here 3.15% last 24 hours. Cover another DeFi protocol, up about 2.75%. So any losers for today? Okay, Stellar 3.98%, Mental 2.79%. Okay, look at Solana also 2.22%. Look at Gala Games now, you can see down about 20%, 20.86% in the last 1 week. So I think this will continue to go down because of the situation the lawsuit that's going on between these two co-founders. So it will continue to take a dump from here. Okay, so you have to be very, very careful. There are a lot of tokens here, and yeah, a lot of activities and development as well. Okay, so moving on next to the technical side. So technical side, you can see here, currently this is a dominance, Bitcoin dominance. Okay, so the BTC dominance now on the money time frame, right? You can see the chart is doing a pullback. We have a nice momentum towards the upside, breaking above the top BB. So now it's having a short-term pullback, which most likely to test back on the purple line here at the buy zone at around 48.46%. Okay, so far overall the trend is uptrend for the dominance. So that means Bitcoin is strengthening against the altcoins. Okay, so next level of resistance, you might look at this zone as well. This zone will be around 53.27. Okay, if the price will continue towards the upside. Now, weekly time frame, right? You can see the weekly is doing what? Okay, the price have already closed below the middle band. So which means it is considered downtrend. Okay, candlestick change of direction from buy to sell. Short-term pullback and it's breaking lower. So this setup most likely to break lower. And then maybe your target will be next support will be here, around 47.48%. So if the Bitcoin dominance were to go down, most likely altcoins will have a chance to at least rally against Bitcoin. So we need to see the situation, whether can it be able to support. Okay, daily itself, you can see also a downtrend below the middle band. So this will be a critical support to maintain here, okay, around this level here. So this will be around 48.9%. So if it continues to break down, then the 48.46 is next. Okay, H4, for hourly, trend is actually downtrend. Okay, trend is breaking down, still below the middle band. Momentum sell, pull back for the sell setup here, sell zone. So it's actually breaking down for the dominance. Okay, so if you look on to Ethereum against Bitcoin, okay, Ethereum against Bitcoin, you can see here. Okay, so this is like more looking to altcoins against Bitcoin now. So here we can see the setup on the monthly time frame. This is the flag pattern here, the descending channel here. So far now, it has been consolidating around this range. And if you look at the monthly candle, last 2 months, it's been doing this bullish and bearish doji. So it could be a huge decision now for the market to at least break towards the upside or downside here. Okay, a huge decision to make. So if it continues to break lower, the lower BB will be next, will be around here, 0.05. And then this level of support also could be next. Okay, this level here. Then if you look onto the weekly time frame, so the weekly now is still consolidating within this channel. Okay, and then on the weekly support will be here, still maintaining very well, still consolidating. So it needs to quickly break past the middle band here, okay, in order for a change of direction from sell to buy. So that's where you're going to see outs will start to perform if this level were to break above. Okay, above here, and then this level here at 0.06978, it needs to break that. Breaking above there will be super bullish for the outs to outperform against Bitcoin. Okay, on daily time frame, you can see the setup right now is still testing, still sideways, still retesting at the middle band here. So all in all here, you can see the market maybe could bottom out from here. Okay, all right. So overall, the trend, I would say short-term wise is uptrend. Okay, but end of the day is Bitcoin will make this decision. So if Bitcoin were to dump right now, then definitely altcoin will definitely dump as well. It will take a huge hit as well. So this will be invalidated. Now, you look onto BTC. So BTC right now, you can see currently the setup on BTC. Okay, trend is actually below the middle band now. Okay, what we can see that last few months, there's a candlestick change of direction from sell to buy, pull back now for the entry buy. So far now, it's hovering at the buy zone. Okay, but if it continues to hit lower, we might look at this level next at the 23 or 23.4K. So high chances where the market might come back to 23.4 to test. Okay, weekly. Now, weekly time frame, the chart is actually super bearish, below the middle band. And then what you can see here is that the candlestick went all the way here to the test and getting a rejection here. See a huge rejection, it went down again. And you can see this weekly candlestick is actually hitting down even more. Okay, and can continue to hit lower. So the next level to watch is definitely this zone. Okay, it's this zone here. So this zone will be critical here. So this one will give you around the 24. Okay, 24, and then this level here will be 21.7. So let's see, 24K to 23.4 will be a good area to actually accumulate back. Okay, so daily. If you look at the daily here, momentum sell, right? Even though your candlestick change of direction, but it's invalidated already, breaking down. Okay, this is actually a support zone, breaking the support level as well. So this is looking quite bearish, and we'll expect another drop again. Okay, by looking at this right now on the daily, it's looking very, very bearish here. Okay, I'll expect another drop again. H4 itself dumping, starting to dump already. Okay, it's breaking down already. All right. Okay, it's breaking down. So far now, do you have any question? If no question, I will move into this altcoin accumulation so that I can able to strategize as well. Okay. Okay, so what do you have? So keep accumulating. Solana, okay, Solana you can see. Solana at the moment, Solana is mostly driven by hype. And of course, they are affiliated with FTX. So you don't want to have another situation where you are also in the same situation like Luna. Okay, because I believe there are other coins as well to accumulate. Why do you need to accumulate Solana? But end of the day, it's up to you. Correct. So yeah, end of the day, you just want to trade the coin rather than buying and holding all of it. So all-time high at $250, 260. Yeah, about 93%. So the risk to reward of buying, the reward is much higher. Correct? Okay, and of course, the community still believes in Solana. As long as hype, definitely they will continue. Okay, so this was your low here at 9.64. Okay, overall, the trend is actually sideways. I believe this could be a accumulation zone here. So it's still not too late. Currently, it's below $20 here, 19.48. Right, weekly is doing what? So the weekly channel is doing. Okay, trend is actually downtrend. Now breaking below the middle band. Okay, breaking below the middle band now. All right, and then you can see the setup is actually downtrend and it's heading lower again. So daily also continuation to hit lower, breaking down still below the middle band. Okay, H4 also is below the middle band as well, so we expect another pullback. Okay, expect another pullback here. So let's say H4. If you are planning to buy around this level here, maybe you can take the FIBO, the drawback here. This will give you around this level here at 19.41. So this will be a buying area for you to accumulate if you want. Because it's already down 93% if you are planning to buy. Okay? All right. So one more thing, okay, before we wrap things up, okay, I just created a YouTube channel, I think last month itself. So if you are keen, if you want to support me, you can be able to subscribe. This is my channel here, Crypto with B. Okay, Crypto with B. So I started. So whatever recording for crypto, I'll be uploading here. So I will share the YouTube channel also on the WhatsApp group. Okay, so you can be able to support by subscribing and liking. So whatever updates I will update here. But this currently I will just do it once a week. I'm not so aggressive like other YouTubers because I have other things to do as well. I have live trading, I have stock market. So crypto is only once a week. Okay, so yeah, this is my channel, Crypto with B. Okay, so thanks for your support. If you guys subscribe, and of course, we have about 4 minutes left. You can look at Gala Games. So Gala Games, so what's happening with Gala Games here? Gala Games, there are a lot of hype as well. And they are also one of the best play-to-earn game during the bull run. So all-time high is at 86 cents, and we are looking at 1.5 cents. They're down about 98%, almost 100%. So if you still believe in Gala Games, if you still have this belief that it will come back, yeah, of course, no doubt, you want to accumulate, you can accumulate. So the bottom was here on the December onwards. December here was bottom, around 0.015 as well, 1.5 cents. So currently we are somewhere around there, right, for this Gala Games. So Gala Games is actually heading down. Until this issue resolved, then maybe there could be a rebound. So let's see. I think a lot of people are taking the risk here to long or to accumulate. So far now you can see the trend is still bearish, still downtrend. Okay, everything is down now. There's no sign of reversal. Weekly itself also is breaking towards the downside. Okay, you can see momentum sell. Okay, momentum sell already. I think it's breaking a lower, right? This was the last support only here on 29 December. And I think it's breaking lower even more. So Gala Games have to be very careful like planning to long. Okay? Because it's about to create a new low, for this coin. Okay? Okay. So next one, any more? Last one. Right, about 3 more minutes. Let's look at injective protocol. So injective protocol. Okay, injective protocol, what we can see here currently is at 6.8. So I have my last 15% left to deploy. So my best position was 2.2 on February alone. So yeah, high was 9.9, almost $10 here. So you might look at the re-entry buy here. 6.3, 6.35 could be next to retest. So yeah, definitely I'll be waiting or to place a buy limit order. So you can also come back here, this current support here at 5.7. So you can see here is an M pattern that is forming now. Price closing inside the Bollinger Band. So it's clear that the price exhausted to push up. So I will expect one more round to retest around this zone. Then I'll be deploying my last 15% here for injective. Then daily itself, as you can see, price is actually breaking towards the downside, breaking down. So far, overall is bearish for injective. Extreme sell on the 4-hourly time frame. Okay, so sideways movement maybe to break towards the downside one more round. So injective wise, right, the target area will be 5.7 to 6.35. Okay, so if you place your FIBO here, okay, but right, it'll be around 6.45 here next. 6.45. Okay, 6.45 could be next. All right, guys. So once again, thank you for your time. And I will see you in the next live session next Wednesday. So for those who just came in, right, can be able to view the recorded session. Later I will post in the group. All right. So once again, thank you and good night, guys. See you.